Hey guys, I hope you're doing well today. Today I have a huge empties for you guys, and I used up a decent amount of makeup, a bunch of samples, and a bunch of other products this month, and I'm really excited to review all these for you. If you're new to empties videos, I review the products that I finished up in the month of whatever month it is. This one happens to be October. So I basically just provide mini reviews and tell you whether or not I'd repurchase them, and that's about it. So if you want to hear me review my beauty trash, just keep watching. As always, I would like to start off with makeup, so I'm just going to reach into my little empties bag. So the first thing I pulled out is this Goof Proof brow pencil from Benefit, and this I think was in my 12 weeks until Christmas project pan, so that's what that looks like. I have finished it up, and there's a little bit of product down here, but I can't really get to it because I can't roll it up. I honestly did not like this that much, but I'm also not a brow pencil person. I've heard everyone who talks about this brow pencil, they love it, so I don't know what's wrong with me, but it's just not my thing. The color was really nice, but I didn't think it was very precise at all, and it kind of pulled out my brow hairs, which is fine because I have thick brows to begin with, but it just wasn't my favorite thing, so I would not purchase this. I finished up my L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation right here, and I did cut it open. I loved this foundation. I actually did repurchase it, same color. At the moment, it's a little bit too dark for me, so I do have a foundation mixer to mix in with it. This is in the shade 202 Creamy Natural. This gives a beautiful radiant finish, and it gives medium coverage. I actually do have a review on this foundation. If you're interested, I will link it down below, but it's definitely a good one and definitely one of my favorites that I've tried. Next I have two eyeshadow pans from the N Wild Au Naturel palette in Nude Awakening. I decluttered that palette because I only used about half the shades. The formula was really nice on them. This was, I don't know exactly which pan was what, but I used up the matte cream shade in it and the pink champagne shimmery shade, and they were really pretty shades. I didn't love the pink champagne one on my eyes that much, but it was a beautiful face highlight and inner corner highlight, and then the matte cream shade was a perfect brow bone shade. The formula is really nice. I also have a review on the palette. If you're interested, I will also link that down below. But I didn't think these were too special, but they were really good drugstore eyeshadows. Next I have a mascara, and this is the Covergirl Clump Crusher water resistant formula, and this is I think in like Very Black or something like that. That's what I always get. That's what the wand looks like. It's kind of like a pregnant belly. I really like the wand, and the formula is nice. It's a very separating mascara. It gives very little volume, but it does give a little bit of length. I love to pair this with other mascaras as well as putting this on my lower lash line by itself. It works really well. It's definitely one of my favorite mascaras that I've ever tried, so I would definitely repurchase this. I used up an eyeliner, and it's very tiny now. This was the NYC City Proof eyeliner, and it was actually really nice. I've tried NYC eyeliners in the past, and they haven't been very creamy at all, but this one was super creamy and nice. It stayed in my tight line pretty well and my water line. I actually think it stays better than my Urban Decay one that I'm currently using does. If you want a good drugstore black eyeliner, I would definitely go for this one. I finished two primer deluxe samples. The first one is this Benefit Porefessional. I did really like this. It does help fill in my pores, and I think it smells really nice. It kind of has like a light perfumey scent. I think it smells like Max Turquatic perfume, so if you have smelled that and you smelled this, let me know if you think the same. But I'm not sure if I'd purchase it for myself because I looked up the price yesterday and it's $31. So I don't really know if I'd purchase it, but I did really like it and I would love to try out more samples. And then the other one I used up is this MAC Prep and Prime Skin Base, and I loved this. This makes my skin look really nice, soft, and just like natural. I think it works really well. It's similar to the strobe cream, but not as glowy. The strobe cream kind of messes with my foundation that I'm using, which is the L'Oreal Pro Glow. It kind of makes it look a little bit greasy, but this doesn't. It makes it look really nice. I do really like it, and I have a couple backup samples that I still have to get through, but I would consider picking this up in the future. The last makeup item is this NYX HD Concealer, and this is in CW01, and it has a doe foot applicator that looks like this. I believe this is the lightest shade they have. I think it provides about medium coverage, and I use it under my eyes, and it works really well. I did repurchase it, so I do really like this concealer. And then for a fragrance that I used up this Prada Candy rollerball, and this is the second rollerball that I've had. I would love to purchase the full size, but it's just so expensive. I always describe this as a sophisticated sweet scent, and I love this. I love sweeter perfumes, so this is definitely one I would repurchase in the future. It's been a while since I've had some candle empties, but I do have 2 this month. This is the Warm Apple Pie from Bath & Body Works, or the White Barn ones. I loved this. I even picked up the 3-wick of this one, and it actually burns down fairly far considering it's Bath & Body Works candles. I feel like they didn't burn down all the way sometimes, but this honestly smells like a warm apple pie to me. I even get that like warm scent out of it. It just smells so good. I can smell like the apple, the cinnamon, and the crust. I think it smells awesome. Definitely one I would probably keep purchasing. And then the other one I finished was this Autumn candle from Bath & Body Works, and the lid's super cute. This didn't burn down that great. It stopped burning at this part, but I really liked this candle. It wasn't anything amazing, but it was kind of like a fresh apple musky scent, and I did like it. I've used up a mini candle of this before, and I think it smells really nice. I would only pick this up if it was on like a super sale, but I think it was a nice candle and had a decent throw. I finished up a ton of samples this month. I ran out of foundation, which was the L'Oreal one, in the beginning of the month, so I decided to go through all my foundation samples and kind of just go crazy with my other samples. So I'm just going to randomly pull out from here. I'll get this big one out of the way. This is the Becca Under-Eye Brightening Corrector and Backlight Priming Filter. I loved both of these. The priming filter was really nice and gave a radiant glow, and it still held my makeup on. It was really, really nice. It's something I would consider purchasing in the future, but I do have a deluxe sample of it. And then the under eye corrector was kind of like this peachy radiant color, but it really corrected my under eyes and gave them a nice bright finish, and I think this is like $30. It seems like it comes with a decent amount of product, so I think it would last me a little bit if I did decide to purchase it, but it is something I would consider purchasing in the future, so I really loved this sample, and I think I have 1 or 2 other samples like this. I used up this Kat Von D foundation. This is their Lock-It Tattoo foundation in Light 48. I really liked the finish of this. It gave me pretty much full coverage, and this shade was dark for me. I had to use my foundation mixer, but I loved the finish. It was a matte finish, but it wasn't too drying for me. I really expected this to be like cakey on my face because I haven't really tried matte foundations before, but I really liked this, and I would love to try more samples of it, but I'm not entirely sure if I would purchase it. Finished up a little Benefit Porefessional sample, so I'm not going to talk about that one since you guys already heard about it from my actual makeup sample. I finished up 4, hold on. Yeah, I finished up 4 of these Guerlain Lingerie de Peau foundations, and this is in Beige Clair. This was a beautiful foundation. The shade was a little bit dark for me, but I made it work because I did have a foundation mixer to mix in with it because I'm so pale. And this gave a nice skin-like finish. I think it said it was medium coverage, and it was fine, but it's way too expensive for what it is in my opinion. If I want a high-end foundation, it's gonna be full coverage, so this just wasn't that impressive to me, but it was really pretty at the same time. It's just not something I want to spend my money on. I finished up 2 of these Too Faced Born This Way samples in Vanilla. I think that's like the most common shade that they send out because I've used one of the vanilla shades before, but this was the lightest foundation in their line for the longest time, and it's straight up orange on me. Like, it's dark orange. So I think a lot of brands have to like give more pale shades and also give more deep shades in their line because not many brands do have that. I know they added Snow and Pearl. I haven't actually tried them yet, but just in general, I think more brands should have more pale and deep shades. But as for the formula, this was a nice foundation. It's actually very similar to the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth foundation if you guys have tried that out, and I have heard that's a very similar dupe for it. So I don't think I would purchase this because I like that Maybelline one and it's a fraction of the price. I finished this Tatcha Classic Rice Enzyme Powder, and I guess this was like an exfoliating cleanser. This was fine. I didn't actually love it that much. It was just kind of messy, and my skin kind of felt like squeaky clean after, which I didn't love, so would not purchase this. I finished up 2 of these Josie Maran Vibrancy Foundations. Here's just the card. The pack must have fallen in the bag, and it was in, I think, the 2 lightest shades. And I loved this foundation. I just didn't love the way it felt initially when you put it on. It was actually feeling very heavy, but once you set it and just went on like with your day a little bit later, it was fine. It was really nice coverage. I think it was like medium to full coverage. It was a maybe satin to dewy finish, and I really liked it. It's a foundation I would consider purchasing in the future depending on the price, and I really do think they have a decent shade range. As you can see here, they have some nice pale shades, some tan shades. They have some deeper shades too. Next, I finished this sample of the Dior Addict Lip Maximizer in pink as well as the Lip Glow in pink. I really liked both of these, however I preferred the Lip Glow a little bit more because it was kind of like a tinted lip balm. They both felt really nice on the lips, kind of cooling, and they had kind of like a minty candy scent. But I would not purchase these because they're just so expensive, and I think they're pretty ridiculously priced. I finished up 2 of these Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Bum Cream, and I think this is like a firming cream, and I had about a full body's use in each pack. I loved the scent and the formula of this. It was in the scent Pistachio Cream, I believe. It smells so good, and it feels so like luxurious on your skin. I can definitely feel a difference between this and my Bath & Body Works body cream, and I don't think I'd purchase it because it's so expensive. I think it's like $50 for a tub of it, but if you're in the market to spend that much on a body cream, I definitely recommend it. It smells so good. And then something that was just kind of smelling to me was this Elizabeth & James Nirvana Black perfume, and here's just a little perfume sample. I finished it today. This was fine. It kind of was like a musky sandalwood scent, and at times it smelled like a Catholic church to me. I can just get like that incense kind of smell from it, so I'm not really sure why everyone's obsessed with it, but scent is all up to your own personal preference, so that's probably why a lot of people like it and I don't. But I am interested to try the white one, so hopefully that one smells a little bit better than this one. I believe this is the only hair care item that I finished this month, but this is the Batiste Dry Shampoo in Fruity and Cheeky Cherry. This is my favorite one. I love the Batiste Dry Shampoo because it really helps soak up the oil in my hair, makes it look a little bit better. Sometimes it feels a little heavy in my hair after like the 3rd day, but I continue to purchase it. It is about $4 to $5 at Marshall's. That's where I get it. I don't really get it anywhere else because it's about $8 at other retailers, but Marshall's is great if you want to find some discounted products. I really like the Batiste, and I continue to repurchase it. I finished using this little Ardell brow razor because the little razor came out, and I do have another one going right now. I like these to clean up my brows after I pluck them and just get any of the stray hairs. I love these. I always repurchase these, and I think I have either 1 or 2 left, and then I'm going to have to repurchase them, but I've been buying these for years, so if you want a little brow razor to clean up your brows, or I've heard they're good to shave your face as well, like the little baby hairs on your face, I would definitely check out the Ardell ones. They're pretty sharp, but they haven't really cut me except for like once, but they're pretty good. I love them. And then I finished using my Real Technique sponge because it did this. Yeah, I bought a 2-pack of these, and this was in that 2-pack, and it's not that old. I think it's maybe around like 1 or 2 months old, and it started to crack like that. But I'm gonna get my other one out that I have from that double pack and use it, and then I'll probably just buy the single ones after that. But I do love this to apply foundation, concealer, and it also helps blend out product after you finish off your face, just to blend out any harsh lines. I really like this sponge. I'm just kind of sad that this one did not last that long. I finished a nail polish, sort of. This is the Out the Door Fast Drying Top Coat, and I've had this for about a year, and it just got disgusting and clumpy, so I'm just deciding to toss it at this point because it's not even applying on my nails well at all. This is a fine top coat. I'm using my HK Girl one that I've had for like a year and just opened, so I'm excited to try that one out. But I've purchased this a couple times, and it's good, and it's pretty affordable. I think it's about $5 or $6, something around there. I only finished 1 lotion this month, so that puts my total lotions used up in 2016 at 24. This is the Be Enchanted from Bath & Body Works one. This is one of my favorite scents, and it was discontinued, which I'm so sad about. It's been discontinued for like a year, but it smells so good. It says that this enchanting scent is a sparkling blend of iced pomegranate, sugared petals, and chilled passion fruit, frosted with notes of whipped vanilla and light musk. It's just such a juicy, fruity, but girly scent. I love this, and whenever I can find it at like a Bath & Body Works outlet or their semi-annual sale, I always pick it up because it just smells so good, and I wish they would bring this back. I used up 2 shower gels. This one is Pretty as a Peach, and this is just the travel size one from Bath & Body Works. It was kind of a florally peach scent, so it wasn't really my favorite just because I'm not the biggest fan of floral, but it did smell nice. I'm using a tone body wash right now, and it just does not compare to the Bath & Body Works ones in my opinion, so I'm really excited to use up the one I have and then hopefully get some more Bath & Body Works ones in the future. And then the other one that I used up is this Beautiful Day one from Bath & Body Works, and this is like an appley musky scent in my opinion. That's how I interpret it. And this one was at home, so it was used up between my mom, my sister, and I, and this is one of my go-to scents from Bath & Body Works if I'm purchasing from the Signature collection, like the ones that are there all the time. It's a good scent, and it's one I would repurchase again. Next, I used up this Asquith and Somerset Mango Body Scrub. This was like a floral mango scent. It did smell really nice. I've used up their coconut oil body scrub in the past too, and that one smelled awesome as well. These are really harsh body scrubs, but they do leave a bit of a moisturizing feel, so they're not too harsh where your skin feels like nasty and dry afterwards, but these do scrub really well. So if you're wanting a good body scrub, definitely try to go to TJ Maxx or Marshall's and look for the brand. They come in this like tub shaped like this, and it lasted me for a little over a month, I think, which is pretty good for a body scrub because I go through them very fast. I used up several makeup removers this one. This one is my go-to. It's the Equate Oil-Free Eye Makeup Remover. This is just the best in my opinion. It's about $4 at Walmart, and it removes all my makeup within like 1 or 2 cotton rounds, and it just works super, super well on waterproof makeup and foundation, and it breaks everything down, and my face feels really clean after I use this, and it's just the best in my opinion. So if you want a good makeup remover, I would check this one out. This one is the Sephora Waterproof Eye Makeup Remover, and this did not work as well as the Equate one in my opinion, and I didn't like my feeling of my skin after I used this. It just felt like kind of sticky and weird, so I would not purchase this again. Next, I have this small sample of the MAC Pro Eye Makeup Remover, and unfortunately I didn't try this on my face. I just tried it to clean my makeup brushes because I was out of the makeup removers that I had at the moment, and my brushes were nasty, so I actually use makeup remover to spot clean my brushes, and then I shampoo them when I can get around to it. So I would love to try this again in another sample to see if it works on my eyes, and I think I might have removed my lip makeup with it, but I didn't try it on my face at all. So I would like to receive more samples of this in the future so I could at least try it, and maybe I can try when I go to MAC next and get a little sample of this. I have 2 packs of these Whispers cotton rounds, which you can't tell because there's no packaging or like labeling on it, but these were the 100 counts I believe, and I love Whispers to remove my makeup. Next I have this deluxe sample of the Carez Wild Rose Brightening Facial, and this broke me out, and that rarely happens with products. If I break out, it's either the week before that time of the month, or I get like one during that time of the month, and it's honestly not that bad. But this broke me out like crazy right here, and my skin just hated it. It burned my eyes because I just apply my like night cream around my eyes too, just to use this like an eye cream. And I did use this as a night cream. I didn't use it as a facial because honestly I didn't feel like it was that hydrating, and I don't think this was a good product at all for me. This might be one of your favorites, but it was not one of mine. And then finally, I used up this Neutrogena Healthy Skin Boosters Daily Scrub with white tea and vitamin E. I've gone through a couple of these. This is my favorite face wash, but I think they have discontinued it, which is sad. But I'm sure I can find something else, but I will miss it in the meantime, and I just think it works really well. And it says it won't over dry the skin, and I definitely agree with that. I really like this. I got my mom hooked on it, and I will miss this in the meantime. Those were all my empties. I'm sorry if we were here for like 20 minutes. I feel like we've been here forever, and I'm not looking forward to editing this, but I love sharing my empties with you guys and reviewing the products that I finished up in that month. If you want to see more of my videos, just don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Talk to you later. Bye.